Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. I am just having a little play. I was just making a little journal. This week has just been awful. We've just had such a dreadful week, and they do come and go like that, don't they? So I just thought I'd just sit up in my craft room and have a little play. Now I'm making like a little pouch to put my journal in. I wasn't going to video it, but I thought, you know, I'll bring you along just to show you what I'm doing. So this is just a journal that I was making with some odd bits on my table. So just little bits of paper that I had on here. I thought I'd fold up and pop them in. I think I might just add a few more, we shall see. So it's just a really nice, I just love this paper. Little bit like that, which I would add. And then I had a great big piece of card, so I've just cut it down, and I wanted to I've just folded this up so it just pops in there like that. So it's just like a little pouch to hold your journal in. And then I've cut another piece which is the same length, which will go on the front as a little pocket to pop some little journal cards in. I'm not going to pop anything into this journal. I'm just going to leave it plain, and then pop some little cards in here. Turn that over, and I've just got a little bit, so it's like a double pocket, which I will sew on there. So I think that will be quite nice. I'm going to cover this with some papers. This little pouch, let's just pop the journal to one side. This little pouch is going to be 9.5 inches, or what's that in centimetres? 24 centimetres by 7.5 inches, or that's 19 centimetres. And I just folded it up 12.5 centimetres, or what's that? Or nearly 5 inches. So again, it's just a piece that I've just folded up. I have inked around it because it's easier for you to see on the video, but I quite like it like that anyway. So right, let's pop those to the side. I do have a bunch of papers here that I haven't, oh, that one's printed on the back. I don't want to use that one. These haven't been printed on the back, so these are great for just sort of like sticking down. So I thought I would use some of these, which are lovely. So let's just go through, let's have a look. So I'm just going to stick that on the inside. Where's my, I don't want this to clash too much, do you know what I mean? I don't mind it being sort of eclectic, and because I really do like mix and matching papers, but not too much. So I think I might put that one on the back. Let's just start with one, shall we? Right, I'm going to go this way. This doesn't have to go all the way down to there. I don't have to fill it, so it just needs to sort of be about there. I don't have to fill the whole this, because you're not going to be able to see it. Actually, I'm going to do that and just, shall I, no, I think I might actually cut it with my little cutter, which will probably be best. Let me get a pencil. Yeah, this week has been a real mishmash of all sorts. It's not been the best week we've had. I had to go and have a little procedure done, which put me in a little bit of a, you know, something that I didn't think I'd have done, and I did. And it wasn't very nice, but I am okay. So that was the start of the week. And then poor old Jessie had to go to the vet. She was a bit poorly, so she's got a mountain of tablets and lotions and potions, bless her. I think hers is just age. That looks nice, doesn't it? So she is feeling a little bit under the weather. And I do know, it's just, things happen, don't they? So it's just, you know, put me a little bit wibbly wobbly, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to just mark that there. So I'm just going to just take it easy for a little while. Just get into perspective. Some things we just need to do, don't we? Get our life in order. Oh no, I don't know where oh there, I think that was there. So there we go. Yes, we don't know where life takes us sometimes, do we? So we are just taking things a day at a time. But it's not going to stop me crafting, because I do like to be in here. This is my happy place. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? I think that looks really, really nice. Shall I just stick this on for now? What do you think? Shall we make it a little bit grungy? Shall we add a little bit of ink in there? On there like that. So I hope you guys have had a good week. I'm not going to be doing the Friday freebie this week. We're going to have a little bit of a change up. I'm going to start doing it every couple of weeks because I have to sort of prioritise a few bits and pieces, and it does take it takes nearly 2 days to get it all made and filmed and edited and stuff, and that's quite a long time. I know you all love it. I won't stop doing them, but I just need to do my little bit of time management a little bit better. So that's what we will be doing. So tomorrow we won't have a Friday freebie, but we do them every week, and I'm sure there are some that you haven't made yet. Did I ink that? Yes, I did. So I'm sure there are some that you haven't made that you could have a little play with over the weekend. So I'm just going to glue stick this down, because I think I will probably sew around this as well. So let's just, little bit of glue stick. I like using glue stick because it's sort of like a dry glue, so it doesn't wrinkle up your paper too much, unless it's really a gooey one, except for I do make a bit of a mess with it. And it gives you a little bit of wiggle room as well there. I've just left it so there's a tiny little gap around there, which looks nice. So it didn't need to go all the way down to the bottom, because you're not going to see that anyway. And we don't want to waste too much paper in there. Okay, so that's going to sit on top. And then I need to pop another little bit of paper on here. Just wondering whether we could use the other bit of that, which would sort of like match in, wouldn't it? That's quite nice, actually. Oh, look, that would fit. Perfect. Just cut a little bit off here. Oops, let's measure this bit. Put that, so if I just trim it there, and then we can glue both of those down in a second. So I hope you guys have had a better week, and you've managed to get some crafting in. I do love my craft room. I think this is my little sanctuary, and it does makes everything better, doesn't it? I think when you're up here tiddling, making bits and pieces. That doesn't look very level, does it? Did I cut that wrong? Is this straight? Is this piece straight? Did I not do this straight? No, look at that. That's all wonky. How on earth did I do that? Is that right? Now, that's probably too big. That was a little bit wonky, wasn't it? There we go. Let's just take a little snippet off this one then. Just like that. Okay, that should be enough. What do you think? That's a little bit better. There we go. That's a little bit better, isn't it? Pop these little bits in the bin out of the way. I'm going to just ink this down there. I haven't made one of these little pouches for ages. I used to make them all the time. Oh, look at that. Oh, look, this is me. I've got glue on the table. What a mess. I used to make these all the time and I forgot about them, so I thought I would just make one because it will probably end up going in the shop, because that's what I need to do. I need to concentrate and pop some more bits into the shop. I'm just going to get a wet wipe and get that glue off there. Grubby. There we go. I could do with changing the top of my table actually, because it's a little bit sort of got glue and all sorts of things on it, and I think I've even got bits of resin on there. There we go. Let's clean our mess up. Pop that on. I need a little piece of paper. I should really use something underneath this. There we go. Pop that on. Oh my gosh. Let's just stick that on and then just move it like that. Yeah, I think I will sew around that, do you think? Oh, I could pop something along there anyway, couldn't I? Get a little bit of lace or ribbon or something would be quite nice. Oh, I like that. Let's put this on here. So yeah, this is a quite nice one to do with using up your pieces of digital papers on your table. I'm sure you've got lots like me dotted about. So gather them all up and make little sort of pouches to pop your journals in. It's quite a nice gift for somebody as well, isn't it? So it's all sort of like packaged up nicely that they can write in. Okay, so I'm not going to put that right at the bottom, or maybe I will because it goes all the way along. Yeah, I will. I'm going to pop that there. I'm not going to stick it on yet because I'm going to sew along there, and I will probably pop a little bit of lace or some sort of trim along there, but I'm liking that. So what shall we pop on the back? Let's turn this over. I need to make sure these two match. What do we have in here? Shall we have just sort of like a plainish one? I do like this one. This is from Bygone Days, I believe. That's quite nice. And then maybe we could have something, because that's a really lovely background, isn't it? What shall we have on these two? What did I chop off? Can I use any of this? Oh, look at that. That fits lovely. Upside down, though. That could go on there. Oh, I like that. And then we just need something in here, which I could probably... Oh, that's going the wrong way. Do you think that matters? I don't think it really matters, does it? Yes, I've got something else I could use. I've changed my little scrap pile. I've got a little set of drawers. I'll do a video on that actually at some point. I went and bought some drawers the other day, little plastic ones. I think I am going to stick that on there, like that. Yeah, some little plastic drawers that fit in, because I've got like a little Calyx unit in front of me as sort of shelves. So, which is good, and I just popped a little drawer set in there. I will at some point do show you my room, but I do like it. It's my little sanctuary, so it's you know, it's one of those things that sometimes I would like to show you, and sometimes it's like, oh no, it's my little place that I like to be. Don't know whether that sounds a bit strange, but I do like my little room. Okay, let's put those to the side a little bit. Take this. That can go on there. I do need a little bit of... I should get... What shall I have? Have I got a little bit of paper here? Could do with... going to use, actually I've got some, I do apologise if my head's in the way. I've got this is just from Halloween, and I'm not going to use it like that, so I'm just going to pop that down, save me having a messy table. Let's just ink around there. Where's my other little bit? Just have a little bit of ink on. I'm going to be doing some things with my, oh, maybe I'll show you at the weekend then, my little set of drawers that I've got, because I will be making some stuff out of the scraps in the box, because I've got too many in there, and it doesn't really shut properly, so I need to sort it all out. So I thought maybe we could have a little, you know, play with some scrap paper and make some bits and pieces. Not quite sure what, but we will come up with something. Let's just pop that on like that. Oh, I've also yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I made some little velvet flowers. They are beautiful. In the sale when I was out. Oh, and I had to go to the pharmacy to pick up some bits and pieces. And look, I've got that all gluey now. The charity shop was open. We have a charity shop next door, which is great. And that was open, so I picked up a few bits and pieces, but I will probably do a video on Saturday. I don't think I'll be doing one tomorrow. I will do one on Saturday. What did I do with it? And show you the bits that I picked up. It's not a lot, but it's show you the bits there, and I'll show you the drawers. There, so let's just mark that there, and we shall mark it just there. Like that. So the card that I'm using as the base, I buy it in big sort of A1 sheets, which are great, and then I just cut them down, because if I'm buying the card as an A4 sheet, you can't make the pouches because it's the same size as your journal. Unless you add little bits to it. So I buy it in the A1 sheets, the big sheets. Look at that, that's lovely, isn't it? I do like that. Let's just, oh gosh, let's just ink this up a little bit. Where's my ink? But however, I had it round the right way. I'm all over the place at the moment. So there we go. But Andy's taking me out to dinner, because tomorrow is Valentine's Day, isn't it? So Andy said he would take me out to dinner. We're going to go, it's sort of like, it will be an early one, because then we can take Jessie, because the restaurant we like to go to, we can sit outside, and obviously they don't like the dogs inside. So it's still a little bit nippy to eat outside. Although it's beautiful weather, the evenings do get pretty nippy. So we will do sort of like a late lunch. And I'm sure I can fit in a glass of wine. So that will be nice. And we were actually aiming to go for a nice beach walk in the morning. We've had lots and lots of rain. But we've had, you know, at the moment it's quite nice, and I think I need to get a little bit of exercise, a little bit of fresh air, and a nice beach walk always makes you sort of like feel better, doesn't it? Nice and refreshed, and then we can go out and have a nice late lunch, which will be nice. So that's my plans for the weekend. Or not the weekend, that's my plan for tomorrow. I will probably be in my craft room at the weekend. I will be sat here. Oops. Oh, here we go. Sat here making things. I have lots of ideas, but sometimes I sit at my desk and they all go out the window and I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I'm sure you guys are like that as well. You think of all these lovely things and then my mind goes all over the place at night before I go to bed, while I'm lying in bed. I think of all these things that I could do, that I want to do, and then I get here in the morning and I'm like, oh, and I can't remember any of it. It's probably just age. Okay guys, love it. Do you like that? I think that's fab. So let's get our little journal. So that's lovely. These are from one of my collages. I'll pop down underneath the video some of the papers I used because they are just so pretty. Look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? And then I would like to put, actually, I might put a little bit of seam binding. Sew a little bit of seam binding on there so it's all ruffled up. And then I might make some little little tags to dangle under there, because that's what I did on the ones before and I love them. And then we will make some little bits in there. So give me 2 minutes. I'm going to go and find some seam binding, so 2 seconds. Okay, so I have got this little box behind me which I saw had some seam binding in. I've got a pink one. I'm not quite sure whether that will go. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? Do you reckon we could do frilly? Oh, let's have a look. Let's take that out anyway. A little bit of blue seam binding, or purpley blue in there. What else have we got? Lots of bits and pieces in here. Okay, let's just put that to the side a minute. Let's see. Bring this in. Actually, this has got pink in it. I suppose you could have pink. This is such a pretty pink. We could make it go girly or we could make it go grungy. What do you think? Oh, I might go a bit girly. Should we do a little bit of frilly? Should we go pretty? I think we can go either way on this one because we've got like flowers and stuff in it. So I think, what was on the back? Yeah, because we've got the pink and the flowers. Oh, that's good. Do I have 2 different ones in here? I think so. Let me just let's take that one off. This is a smaller one, which is nice. What do you think? We could put the smaller one maybe on the back. But I'm quite liking this. I think that would look really nice on there. Don't you? Yes, I think so. Shall we just glue that? I'm going to glue that. I'm going to pop a little bit of this on here. Because I would like to sew that on so it doesn't come off. I think we'll probably have to finish this. Maybe I'll do a video tomorrow and get this finished off because I don't want this to go on unless we finish it now. We shall see. Let's just chop that there. This down. Come on, glue, out you come. Let's just pop a little bit. Oops. Just a little bit of 3-in-1. Stick that down. Oh, there's a bit of cotton on there. Don't need that little bit, do we? Oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? There we are. Oops, let's get rid of this cotton. Okay. So then that will stick on to there. That looks lovely. I'm just going to take the journal out a minute. Do we put anything on here? Maybe we'll go with the little one. which way round? I think I quite like, it's got like a pink bit on there at the back. I think that's too much. What do you think? I might just do. Oh, decisions now. Oops. Maybe I will go with the pink. Depends what sort of journaling cards. I've got lots of pretty journaling cards I could use. Oh, I made a big knot in there. Should we just go for pink? Should we go pretty? We can go pretty, but then that blue's quite nice, isn't it? Sort of a bluey purple. Oops. Oh, I'm liking this one. But I need to sew that. Right, I'm going to go with the blue. Bluey purple. Let's just wind these up. Oops. Throw them everywhere. Pop that to the side. Now, I'm going to get my sewing machine out, but I'm going to have to change the thread on there first because I'm going to put white in there because I've got brown. Should I have brown? No, I think I'm going to go for white actually on this one. Or should I go for brown? Oh gosh, decisions. No, I'm going to change it to white. So let me just quickly get my sewing machine out, change the cotton, and then I will be 2 seconds. Okay, so I have changed my mind again, and I'm going to leave the brown in there because I want to go round this with brown anyway. So I think on here white would look a bit odd. So I'm just going to quickly sew along here just so that that stays on there a little bit better. And then I will do this one. And I'm going to sew, oopsie daisy, sew this along here, but I'm going to wrinkle it up at the same time. So as I sew, I will just push it and it will just wrinkle up like that. So I will do that as well. So let me just find my pedal. Pop that in. I'm just going to bring this a little bit closer to me. Okay, that's nice. Can you see? It looks, you can see the thread in there, but I think it looks really nice because it gives it like that mixture between sort of like vintagey and shabby, doesn't it? Pop that over there. Love it. So let's do this one. I need my little screwdriver, which was for my sewing machine. And all I'm going to do, make sure we are on the right piece, pop that on there. Put the needle down. And then as I sew, I will just push that in. If you're going to do this, just be careful that you don't put your screwdriver under your needle. Because obviously it will break. Here we go. Look at that. Doesn't that look so pretty? I hope you can see that. Let me just, where's my scissors? Chop that off. Clip that down. Take that off. Oh, I think that looks lovely. And then that just sits on there like that. Oh, so pretty. Let me put that in there for a minute so I don't lose it. Okay, now I'm going to stick the little pocket on. Now I've done all the sewing. And then what I will do, I will eventually sew around the whole thing. But we'll stick it on with a little bit of 3-in-1. Just stick this down like that. I do get quite a few questions about sewing on the machine. I just use any old needle. I don't generate, my machine is not for making clothes, so you know, I don't make clothes on the machine, so I just use it for crafting. That's the only thing I use it for, and I just use the same needle each and every time. so I don't sort of like take it out. It's the needle that came with the machine. I can't remember now. I'm sure I said about it in one of my previous videos, what size it is. If I remember, I'll pop it under the video. But I just generally use the same machine, the same needle. What do you think? Should I put that on there? That's so pretty. I'm not going to put anything on this one because when you put things in there, I think it might get in the way. What do you think? As I put that there. What did I do with this one? I might go along with it with this one actually. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just pop a little, wrinkle that up again onto there. So let me just take that to the side. Yeah, and a lot about your cotton and stuff getting caught up under the machine. I'm not an expert on machines at all, but do make sure your machine is threaded properly, because that can make a big difference to how your cotton is on your machine. And make sure the bobbin is threaded properly. And I'll show you in a minute what I do sometimes. Let's just pop this one here. Like that. Stick that down. Because I do get, when I start off sewing, it does bunch up here. So I'll just show you what I do sometimes when I remember. Do you know what I mean? Because if you're doing journal cards and you see the back, you want them to be, you know, sewn nicely. Doesn't matter if you don't see the back. Oh, I think this is looking quite pretty. Right, let's put that there. Let's put this to the side. Let's bring it in our machine again. So what I normally do, if you take, not that you can really see very well, I normally pop this under the machine, pop your foot down like that, and then hold the thread. When you start going, just pull that thread a little bit, not that you can really see, hang on to that and pull it tight, and it will stop it wrinkling underneath. You can feel it, you only have to hold it a little bit, and it will stop it wrinkling underneath. So I'll just quickly sew this. Let's just chop that off. Let's just pop that. Can you see there, look? It hasn't sort of like buckled up, wrinkled up on there, because we were pulling this tight. Because I think sometimes when you don't pull it tight, it just pulls itself in and sews around itself. So that's quite a nice one if you're doing journal cards and you want to make sure it's all nice and tidy. At the back, right, bring the machine back in again, and I'm just going to do the little bit of seam binding. Pop that round there. Hold on to this, but let's open this piece up. You don't have to sew, all of these things can be stuck on, but if you have a sewing machine, I think it looks really lovely to add a little bit of stitching into it as well. So I'm just going to put that down. Pop your needle in, and then just hang on to your end of your threads, and then just do your first couple of stitches, and then I'm just going to go back one, and then you don't need to worry about it wrinkling up. Where's my? I'm going to take my little screwdriver, and then again the same thing. I'm just going to push it through. Not that you can really see it, but I'm just wrinkling it up like that under the needle. Okay, so there we go. Lovely. There's my scissors. Chop that off. Chop that little bit off. Don't need these little bits. So there we go. That's all nice and tidy there. So let's just chop those little bits off. Lovely. Okay guys, so that is really lovely, isn't it? I'm going to just I'm going to stick this on, and then I'm going to open this up and I'm going to sew it on like that, and then close it up and then sew around the outside. So to make it flat, I'm just going to do it like that. Let's just have a little bit of glue just to glue these little bits down. Oh, come on then, out you come. There we go. Just a tiny bit, not too much. Stick that down. Let's cut that little bit off there. Okay, oh, come on, glue, out you come. There we go. Just down the sides like that. Don't want it right at the bottom, but I do want it so we don't see the sewing inside the journal coming up through the back, if you know what I mean. This comes to here, which is there, and then this, do you know what I mean? So you don't want to, if you have your pocket too high and you've got stitch marks coming up through, I don't think that will look really nice on the front. So make sure your pocket is lower than your sort of like pouch at the front. And then, because if I sew up to this bit like that, it is going to be there. So it's just at the right place there, if you know what I mean. We won't see the stitch marks. Okay, let's just go on to my machine. I didn't put too much glue on there. I do make sure that the glue isn't wet when I sew. So be careful on what glues you use. Don't try and sew over if you've used your hot glue gun or something when that's set, because that dries like rock. And you will have a big mess in your machine. It will definitely break your needle. So I'm going to just quickly sew around here onto this, and make sure you lift your lip up. Don't sew them together. There we go, lovely. Where's my scissors gone? There they are. Pop that over there. Let's just clip that off. Clip that off. Can you see? So that's where I've sewn around. It's on the inside. So now I close it, you're not going to see those stitch marks. But if I had the pocket up higher, this would go up higher and then you'd see them. And you wouldn't want that because it wouldn't look very nice. Now I've got my journal. That will just then slide into there. So we don't want to make that too thick. Now I suppose I could put... You could put little, if your journal was quite thick, make this a little bit wider, because then it will give you a lot more room to put it in. Or you could make like a little gusset thing inside here. But I'm not gonna make this journal very thick, so it's just gonna sit in there like that, and then I can pop something in that pocket there. We've got something in here, and then we can pop something into there, which is lovely. Now, I will sew that in a minute, but I just want to go through the journal quickly, just in case I want to put a few more bits and pieces in there. So let's just have a look. Let's see. Put these bits in, like that. Shall we have a few more pages? What do you think? I need the double one, so it's going to have to be something... Do love this paper. I love this paper. I might actually put this one in as well. Like that. Pop that in like that. That goes in. Probably have a few more. Well, this one I want to sew up, so I want to sew that, because it's like a little pocket. Okay, love that. So I'm going to put a little few more just plain coffee stained papers in here as well. Now these are a little bit bigger than my journal pages, but I don't mind that. I quite like that look of it sort of like sticking out. Look at this lovely patterns on here. Beautiful. Oh, I'm going to do some avocado skin dyeing as well, because I have collected up avocados and they're actually in my freezer, the skins and some of the pips. So I will be doing that as well. As soon as the sun comes out and I can do the papers. I'm going to pop that in there. Okay, I think that's probably enough. That's one. So how many pages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Lovely. So that means we got 30 pages in there, which is about nice. It's not too heavy and not too thick, but enough for you to pop bits and pieces in. Love it. I do like this. Oh, this is what I want to show you. These are the flowers I made. Now, I brought this fabric. It was in the sale and it was a dress. It was a dress, I think probably for a teenager. And it was really long and velvet like this. Let me just show you the fabric quick. Look at this. Oh, it's just beautiful, isn't it? It was €5, and I bought the large. I bought the largest there is, so it's more fabric. And it's just beautiful, and it's my sort of colours. And I'm just thinking, wouldn't that look beautiful on there? Big one. Do you think that's a little bit too big? I don't know, but doesn't that look lovely? I do like that. That would look nice on a little pouch, wouldn't it? Little fabric pouch. I do like that one as well. So I might put a flower on there. But this fabric, so if you've got sales on at the moment, go and have a little look. Because they have some beautiful stuff. I just end up going in for the fabrics and nothing else really. Right, I'm going to quickly sew around this one and then we are done, and then I'm going to do another video probably tomorrow then. Oh no, I won't, because I'm going out. Or I'll do one at some point and we will finish this off, make some tags, embellish it, and then it's ready to go, which is lovely. So let me just quickly sew around here to pop it all together. I'm actually going to leave this bit. I'm not going to sew the top bit because I might actually put another ruffle or something along there. We shall see. So I will leave that because I don't want to sew too much. Keep double sewing it. So I'm just going to sew down this side. Okay, there we go. That to the side. Okay, let's chop these little bits of cotton off, like that. Now, I have been collecting my little bits of cotton. Now, I am quite impressed with myself, because look, I've got them in a little jar. It saves them going all over my floor. So I've collected those, and I can make something out of that. I don't know what, but I'm just impressed that I've kept them for so long. Or I'm carrying on doing it. So there we go. Look at that. I love it. And then, where's our little journal? What did I do with the journal? I will finish this up. And that just slides in there. Look at that. Oh, love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, guys, so I'm going to leave it there. The next video, whether it will be tomorrow or Saturday, I don't know. At some point we will make some little bits and pieces. We can finish this off quite quickly, and I might just pop a little bit of something along the top. Not quite sure. I think it needs something which sort of like goes over the top like that, either side. Do you know what I mean? So let me just see. So it just, oh, I might even use a piece of paper actually. Do you know what I mean? So it needs to just go over the top. just to hold that on, but that's my thoughts anyway. So I'm loving it. We will get that done. Just sew that together and that's ready to go into the journal, because this paper is lovely. I don't need to put anything because it's such a lovely collage. It's fabulous. So there we go, guys. Nice, quick, simple little pouch. We will fill that up with lots of little goodies in there. Make some little tags on some little bowl pins to hang off there as well. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Please take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.